everybody, this is Ninjo X, the Enlightened Gamer, coming back to you with some more Let's Play, Let's Complete Pokemon Blue. Episode 7. Last time we left off right here, and we actually need to go back out and heal. And that brings me to a bit of a point of discussion. Last time, I had lots of trouble, actually the last 2 times I had lots of trouble keeping track of time. And so this time, we're not going to mess with that. I'm not going to do a bunch of fancy skips to try and avoid all the wild battles. You guys are just going to have to endure some of them with me. Lord, I will speed it up to get through them faster, but yeah. Anyway, we're actually about halfway through Mount Moon, so maybe a little bit more. I'm going to try and keep this episode to have a decent time. So, to try and make progress, I'm going to focus a little less on my commentary. I won't have quite as much to say. I will say one thing about Team Rocket, though. I put a very bad image on them in the last episode. I was mostly talking about the grunts and some of the lower executives. The team leaders, most of them are complete sociopaths regardless of which team you look at. And some of them are complete morons. But most of them have their heads screwed on. They're not dumb, they're just really selfish. And I think that Giovanni fits into that category. We'll meet him a bit later. But I shouldn't even be talking to you about this yet because I want to save some of the Team Rocket theories and stuff for later on in the series. Look at how fast I'm running! This is so great. I guess another thing I could talk about, we got Jigglypuff last time. When people think of Jigglypuff, other than the show, other than the show, one of the first things people associate with Jigglypuff... Did I heal? I healed. And there's a Moonstone. We can use the Moonstone to evolve many Pokemon. But there's a limited number of Moonstones in the game, so I might have to do some trades near the end to get all the evolutions that I need. Well, I was on a tangent. I was talking about Jigglypuff. People normally think of Jigglypuff when they think of Super Smash Bros. With the new Smash coming around the corner, a lot of people would probably be disappointed if I didn't mention it. It looks pretty fun. I'm not as excited for Smash as I used to get. I'm not gonna lie. That's just the honest truth. It doesn't excite me as much as it used to. And the main reason for that is that because it's kind of fallen from grace in a lot of ways. At least in my opinion. We're going to go on ahead and use Navi, because Navi has a move that isn't resisted by these guys. Confusion! Good job, Navi. And we're going to send out Shenron, who's going to get whacked, probably. Yep. And then we're going to send out Navi again. Navi's going to go on ahead and use, why am I speeding this up? I don't need to speed this up. I'm trying to talk to you about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, it's funny, Super Smash Bros. Actually draws more inspiration in terms of Pokemon from the anime than it does from the games. HAL Studios, you got that backwards. And I know it's too late to go back. But the only... Jigglypuff's moveset... Yes, it's capable of learning most of the moves in the games that it knows. Sing, Roll Out, Pound, and Rest. But Rest functions absolutely nothing like the move Rest in the games. Come on, Navi, I believe in you. And it's not as brokenly powerful as it is in early Smash. Okay, Navi, that's okay, because you can take it out this turn with Confusion. Anyways, I'm trying to tighten up my commentary, trying to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. One thing in Smash that people that are fans of the games, the Pokemon games at least, are always irritated by, is that Goldeen is useless in Smash. It shouldn't be Goldeen that's useless, it should be Magikarp. I'm gonna go ahead and switch Navi down, because Navi got a lot of action in that fight, fighting a... hiker. I always imagine that with my weight and my beard that if I was a Pokemon trainer in real life, I'd probably fit into the hiker category. That, and I tend to gravitate towards defensive Pokemon. Nothing wrong with that. I know lots of people prefer to have fast Pokemon. They like to be faster. Gotta move faster, faster, faster. Sonic reference right there. And there's a lot of Geodudes in this hallway, apparently. And a Paris, which is weird. Seriously, are you stalking me? No, it's a different level, so it's a different Paris. You ever get that feeling when you were younger or older that a Pokemon you find a bunch of times in a row, there's an item up here in Fire Red Leaf Green that's not here in this version? That, here we go. Let me make sure the team's all set up. Yep. Somebody's almost guaranteed going to faint in this fight. Probably more than one somebody, and you'll see why. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. That would be boring. I know I'm probably alone in a lot of ways when I say this, but if you're a kid and you walk up to me and you say, "Hi, how's it going?" I love that. I love that. It makes me feel special. It does. It truly do. Truly dooley. This guy has one Pokemon, which is always a bad sign in these games. And it's a Raticate that's too low of a level to be a Raticate. In addition to the ability to ignore a specific monster after a certain number of encounters, one thing that I definitely think should be available in Pokemon games is, and you could toggle it on off, staggered evolution. Some Pokemon, just like some animals and people, would mature faster. Others slower. And this Raticate is wrecking me with critical cheats. That is not good. Come on, Dart. We're gonna sacrifice Dart, so I'm gonna... Dart has just been a sacrificial pawn in our adventures. Okay. Amanita, you're up. There. That's not good. Stop it! Oh man, this Raticate is annoying. I might black out. If Navi cannot beat this Raticate, I might black out. Because this is so grossly overpowered for this point in the game. And now a lot of people probably saw this and were like, Raticate's so powerful, it's so good. It's actually pretty middle of the road compared to other normal types. It's another Renegade in the fact that it's very fast and not too bulky. But for this level of the game, you're just not ready for this. Even if you had a fighting type, you weren't ready for this. Well, I'm steamed! That's funny, you don't look steamed, you look like you have Diddy Kong ears. And I got 480 for winning. At least there's a decent prize total. Because I'm going to have to use the escape rope we found a couple episodes ago to leave so that we can heal. That's right, in Gen 1, escaping items and moves brings you back to the last Pokemon Center you were at, not to the mouth of the cave or building that you're in. Just a fascinating little thing that I think people might have forgotten over time. No, I didn't mean to do it again. Here we go. I'm not gonna skip travel. It's only been 9 minutes, so... I know it's been 9 minutes. And we're gonna go back and we're gonna beat the rest of Team Rocket and finish this cave. Hopefully this episode. Like I said, it's only been 9.5 minutes, so we've got plenty of time to burn. Anyway, staggered evolution. People and animals mature at different rates. This is just a fact of life. So why not have a set IV for evolution level? And you could even do the same thing with Pokemon that evolve through other methods, trades, stones, etc. with them having a chance based off of that number of turning aside the stone or the trade evolution, just canceling it. I guess maybe not doing that with trades would make sense, but you could do it with stones pretty easily. And I am standing around, and I'm not supposed to be standing around because we're trying to make progress in this episode. And I just took one step and found another Geodude. There. Let's check the party really quick. Shenron is still a burden to the rest of the team, and he will be. But Shenron's getting close to being... No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not close to evolving. He's close to learning a move. But anyways, I know a lot of people that are really hyper-competitive would say staggered evolution would be dumb and annoying because I couldn't get my perfect Pokemon as easily. It would be a little bit of an inconvenience if, let's say, my perfect level 100 or my perfect level 50 Pikachu, I'm just using Pikachu, I know it's not very competitively viable, or actually my perfect level 50 Togetic refused to take the shiny stone. It'd be a pain. It wouldn't be enough of an inconvenience that I'd stop playing Pokemon, but it'd be an inconvenience. And I think that this rocket's going to be a lot easier than that last one, by the way. That would be a really neat way to improve the gameplay, to make it a bit more realistic. Team Rocket will find the fossils, revive, and sell them for cash! You're short-sighted in your terms of your goals. You could do so much more in terms of manpower. In terms of just based off of how much manpower Team Rocket has in this game. And Medley is gonna get tail whipped. I always thought that that was a move that should do damage when I was younger. And Quick Attack. Because, you know, why not use a billion Quick Attacks against me? Medley's gonna faint. Again! No. I just revived Medley. And this Rattata's just like, hey, I'm gonna be a jerk! Of course, I do keep on crapping on Team Rocket, so I kind of have it coming. Now you use Tackle. As soon as I use my freaking potion. Just use Tail Whip again. Stop it! Medley is going to beat this stupid Rattata if it's the last thing I do. Really? Really? Really, game? I guess another critical? Oh, finally it throws me a bone. Okay, come on. Of course you use another... Well, at least I have full health, so I can get the peck off. And it didn't use Quick Attack. Imagine that. See, the moves in Gen 1 are set to a random loop. Shenron grew to level 13. That's good. And Medley grew to level 14. So it was worth all that stupid effort of stupid to stupid. The stupid was stupid and stupid is stupid. What was I saying? That... the moves are set to a random loop, so your opponent could end up using the same useless move 50 times in a row, or could end up setting you up in a perfect way that just gets annoying. And Amanita, even though it's a terrible matchup, is going to try and take out this Zubat. And I'm fearing for Amanita's life. Now I'm really fearing for Amanita's life. Come on, Amanita. Oh, there's my second confusion. That was a long time in the coming. That's good. See, the way paralysis works is that it makes it reduces your opponent's speed by quite a bit, but it also makes it so they have only a 50% chance of moving. Paralysis can be stacked with confusion, while we're on that topic. Snap out of it, Amanita. Of course you would. Yeah! Confusion is the cheapest thing in the universe. It's never fun, it's never equitable, it's always cheap. And if you don't think it's cheap, you're wrong. Sorry guys, I had to rage out for a few seconds there. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. And right before the final battle of Mount Moon, now I'm gonna have to walk all the way out of Mount Moon just so I can grow a brain! Sorry guys. Sorry guys. I am so frustrated right now, and I shouldn't even be, because this is really the first trouble I've had with confusion. I should be calm. It's not even a big deal. It's not even a big deal. It's not like I'm nuzlocking, which I do. But you probably won't see on this channel for a while. I'm mad! You're mad. I'm going to bury you. We're at 16 minutes and I have to waste about 10 walking out of this cave. You know what? I'm going to speed up the whole time. I don't even care. Don't even care. Don't even care about any of you or your faces. Not you guys. You guys are great. I'm talking about the rockets. Can I take 3 steps maybe before I have to run from another Zubat? Okay, come on guys. Come on me. Just... why is ignoring wild Pokemon not a thing? No, you have to buy repels and ignore all of them. That's not a good system. That's called an excuse. And there are other RPGs that do it incredibly. And I'm not talking about RPGs where the enemies are programmed in individually and such, like Dark Cloud or Knights of the Old Republic or Dragon Age. I'm talking about other RPGs, my music cut out, but I don't care. We're going to roll with it because I'm not going to have any cuts. I refuse to have another 30-minute episode. Anyways, we're going to go on ahead and run, and I'm going to go on ahead and run again because I didn't totally just do that. I'm going to go on ahead and run an 89th time because that's the fun way to play games. This is a fun game. I don't know why I'm so frustrated. I mean, I really didn't feel like recording today, and I want to hit my deadline. I want to get these out on time. Really? 1 inch from the door? Okay, we're gonna heal. Thank you for being the only person in this universe to not be a douche. And it's a Zubat! I haven't seen enough of those yet. And it's a Zubat! I haven't seen enough of those yet. Oh, I actually made some progress before a Zubat. I haven't seen enough of those yet. A Zubat! I haven't seen enough of those yet. A Zubat! I haven't seen enough of those yet. I'm sorry guys if the music is unsettling. I'll probably desync the music for this segment. Maybe even speed it up in the editing process, but I don't want to do a whole bunch of cuts like last time. That didn't work out. We're already almost up to 20 minutes, but really? Really, you're not going to let me turn there? Zubat, I haven't seen enough of those yet. Zubat, I haven't seen enough of those yet. I caught a Zubat. I don't need any of you other Zubats. And I run away successfully every time because despite the fact that Magikarp's horrible, it actually has a pretty respectable speed stat. And my commentary has devolved into ranting and raving. But we're basically back to where we were, so I'm going to go on ahead and slow it back down. And... ooh, a Geodude. That's rare. Apparently. Okay. This is just salt in the wound. So, right here we get to a weird part. As a kid, I always thought this guy had a good point to make. But here we go. Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine. Okay. Okay. If I found 2 potions in this game, they would both be mine. I have no problem with you taking both fossils, except that I actually need to complete the Pokédex. So how about if I randomly beat the crap out of you and your Pokemon so I can do that? Because you know that's the sensible thing to do. And we're sending out Shenron first, so that we can... Oh lord. Amanita's not going to be able to beat this thing, so we actually get to send out Dart. For not sacrificing himself, he's actually going to get to fight. Let's talk about Grimer for just a second. Of all the Generation 1 Pokemon, besides maybe Electrode, I hear Grimer gets the most crap. It's actually a pretty decent Pokemon. Or its evolution is. Ooh, thank you for disabling Growl. Grimer's incredibly bulky, and even though Poison isn't very offensively good, it's defensively okay. Only 2 weaknesses, Ground and Psychic. And a whole lot of resistances. So, yeah, I think Grimer's okay. And I love how he's raising his hands up. Let's see what his next Pokemon is. Voltorb. Speak of the devil. And he shall appear. I said that the other day in town, and the person who was around me was confused. I think it might have been my sister, but she was confused because she had never heard anybody use the full saying. But that's actually how it goes. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. That's the whole thing. Which I guess if that was the case, then we would be seeing this Voltorb replaced by Giratina. That's an interesting little theory in Pokemon too. Voltorb and Electrode, you know I'm alone on this. I know that people don't like their design. It comes off as very lazy. But I actually like the design. I like the idea of Pokemon evolving to imitate artificial items. Because admit it, if you saw a bunch of Pokeballs by the river, and you're not a trainer, you're probably going to stay away. That would protect Voltorb and its evolution, Electrode, who looks basically the same, from predators. Just something that nobody ever really talks about. People get so caught up with their own opinions that they're not able to think freely about other things. You guys are better than that, right? 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 And Voltorb fainted. A whole bunch of people got a whole bunch of experience. And coughing. We're gonna switch out to Navi. Speaking of Pokemon that are actually pretty good, coughing and wheezing. If you've never seen a wheezing used by a Let's Player, I'd recommend looking up Chugaconroy's old Pokemon Crystal Let's Play, where he found a very special wheezing. Very one-of-a-kind experience. And we're poisoned. Why do I feel like I'm so under-leveled when I'm really not? I know I've been getting a lot of critical hits the last couple episodes, but I guess it's kind of good that I feel like I'm a bit weaker. Get on your feet, bro. Okay, I'll share. And I got 300 Pokken. Okay, now this is important. If we were to check our Pokedex, we'd see I already have the Helix fossil from trade. Omanite from trades. So I think this is the Dome fossil. We need the Dome fossil to complete the dex. And alright then, this one's mine. And if we were playing yellow version, which we're not for many reasons, mainly because I don't care for yellow versions much. I know I'm a bit alone on that, but it just seems to take too much after the anime. It's not based on its own world enough. Right here, you would fight Rocket Grunt, designed directly after Jesse and James from the anime. Their Pokemon are Ekans, Coughing, and Meowth, and you have to beat them all. And it's a pretty tough fight. It's almost like a second rival battle. Here we are, just outside of Mount Moon, at almost exactly 26 minutes. My name's Ninjo X. This has been Let's Play Let's Complete Pokemon Blue Episode 7. Till next time, stay enlightened.